So, happy Wednesday? Yeah, today's Wednesday. Happy Hump Day, guys. I know I've been telling y'all, I'm so sorry. I've been busy. Holidays. We're literally a week away from Christmas. Yeah. 8, 7. Yeah. I'm off with the math, but I'm pretty sure we're a week from Christmas at this point. And girl, she better not hit my car. Anyways, I will admit today, not very proud of it. Not proud of it. But I will admit that game Sunday had me going through a lot of emotions. Just a lot, okay? Because number one, how are you the Falcons, who are on paper like a better team at this point than us? Because now we have our third string quarterback playing. Max Crosby is out. This should be not like a no-brainer at this point. I'm thinking to myself, this would be a slam dunk Falcon win. Not that I don't want to say I don't want to root for my team to lose, but baby, we made it this far in the season as a Raiders fan. You can't tell me you really don't at this point want any wins. You really don't. Because what's the fucking point? We're 2 in the draft. Why would you want us to get it ruined at this point? If we would have won that game against the Falcons, we would have went from 2 to 7. 2 to 7. How many? Why are there so many shitty teams this year? Why can't we have a year where we don't have to be so bad to grant us a top pick? I'm just curious. I get frustrated because it's just so annoying because I feel like this is probably the worst year for all teams. There's 7 teams that are competing for a draft pick at this point. There's no way that we're all that shitty. But anyways, I will say that I did not bet that, whatever the case be. Actually, I did bet. I'm not gonna lie. I did bet that the Raiders were gonna lose against the Falcons, which was not what I was mad about. Honestly, what really pissed me off about that game is that I bet for Desmond Ridder to throw under 212 yards. So this is my parlay, okay? Because now I have nothing to root for besides being a gambler, which is another bad thing. Anyways, so this is what I bet for. And mind you, they're like $5 bets, so don't come for me, okay? Drake London, hit. Desmond Ridder throw interception, hit. Fucking Kirk Cousins to throw interception, hit. So I had no problem hitting Kirk Cousins throwing under 235. But this little motherfucker fucked almost my parlay. That last few minutes of the fourth quarter, when I tell you I was visibly stressed, and I don't think I've been that stressed in any of the games in the last season, or this whole season, until this game, because I'm thinking to myself, I was watching the whole, I was working, but I was watching in and out, and I'm like, there's no way, this should be easy, I should hit this, because anything, I was more worried about Kirk Cousins, and then, I saw how bad Kirk Cousins was, and I'm like, no problem, I should hit my parlays, because as soon as he threw that interception, I'm like, easy money. Tell me why. Why? Why were we chucking the ball to win the game? You're telling me you didn't do any throwing at all in any of the quarters, right? So the fans out there that were watching this game had no real energy to watch this game. Not that energy. I don't want to say energy. But you're going to tell me for that whole game, y'all were reluctant to throw the ball until the last quarter, in the last minutes of the game. You start chucking it, and then I'm thinking to myself, when I started seeing the fucking Falcons just give us that big chunk plays, and I'm like, fuck my life. Because I went into the fourth quarter, I think Desmond Ridder had 90 yards, some shit like that. And I was like, there's no way. He would have to throw a touchdown to get that, right? Well, then we had the penalty, which some of those penalties I see are kind of questionable, but either way, I don't want to say we, I think the Raiders should try to lose at this point, because the fact that if we would have won against the Falcons, we would have dropped from 2 to 7 is insane. And we need a quarterback. And at 7, I don't even think there's anybody left. The last time we drafted a quarterback was 2007 in the first round. And that was Jamarcus Russell. This is finally a year that I've been watching the Raiders since. I've been watching 2009. And I did watch Jamarcus Russell, which was fucking terrible. This will be the first time I get to watch us pick a first round quarterback and hopefully be the future. So I am excited about that. So yeah, like, you're almost fucked that shit up. Now I get it. Like, you can't just lose games, but like, you also can't win meaningless game. Like, I would have rather beat like the divisional rival because I hate them all. But like the Falcons, what did we gain out of it? So if you didn't know, Desmond ended with a 208 passing yards, and mind you, all he needed was one more completion to ruin my parlay and get over the limit that I had put for passing yards. So to me, yeah, I was fucking stressed. But I mean, I won a little bit of money, which is okay, like a win-win. Okay. So tell me, are you guys the same way? Or are you just like, am I crazy? Do you think we should win games? Or do you think that at this point, there's no point? So you might as well just use the season as figuring out, I believe, using the season to figure out what depth you have as all your players, especially considering Max Crosby's out. You know, you have Wilkins, who's been out the whole time. You need to figure out what holes to fill into the draft or free agency. That way we don't have an issue next year when we come back, because this team almost beat the Falcons, which is fucking stupid. And now we have the Jags, which I don't even know what happens if we do win against the Jags. What happens? Do we go from 2 to 3, or do we go to 2 to 5? Like, I don't know how that one would be, but I'm sure I will see and figure it out. Someone will say something about how we'll drop. But I know some Jag fans want us to win, and I'm like, absolutely not. We don't need to win at all. You already have a quarterback.